Here we're going to go over some monohybrid problems. These are the ones that have simple, dominant, and recessive traits. This is not complex inheritance. So first, let's talk about Mr. and Mrs. Crab. Tall eyeballs are dominant to short eyeballs, and Mr. Crab and Mrs. Crab are both heterozygous for their tall eyeballs. So Mr. Crab's genotype, if he's heterozygous, is going to be capital T, small t. And Mrs. Crab's genotype, if she's also heterozygous, is capital T, small t. And so then we're going to make a Punnett square that shows the probability of their offspring having tall eyeballs. So we're going to write Mr. Crab's genotype at the top of the box, Mrs. Crab's genotype on the side of the box, and then we're going to fill in our boxes. Once you have your boxes filled out, you can answer these questions. Number 4 says, what are the chances of them having a child with tall eyeballs? And so the tall eyeballs are all present in people who are heterozygous or homozygous with the capital T. And so those 3 individuals have tall eyeballs, which means 3 out of 4, or 75% of their offspring have tall eyeballs. Number 5 says, what are the chances of them having a child with short eyeballs? The only way to have short eyeballs is to have 2 small t's. And so this particular cross gives us 1 out of 4 offspring, or 25% with short eyeballs. The next question says that in cats, short fur is dominant to long fur. So we're going to show a Punnett square that results if we have a heterozygous short-haired male with a long-haired female. So we know the male cat is heterozygous. That makes him capital S, small s. And we know the female, which is a long-haired cat, has to be homozygous because she shows the recessive trait. So she's lowercase s, lowercase s. So then you're going to fill in your boxes. Okay, so you should have found that you've got 2 boxes that have capital S, small s, and 2 boxes that contain small s, small s. Now we can answer our questions. Number 1 says, what is the genotype of a heterozygous short-haired cat? So that's going to be capital S, small s. Number 2 says, what is the phenotype of a cat who has the genotype small s, small s? And that cat is going to have long hair. Number 3 says, how many of the offspring from the above cross are going to have short fur? And you might have noticed that 2 of the cats have short fur because they have that capital S allele, which gives you long hair. And then the next question says, how many of the offspring from the above cross will have long fur? And indeed, those cats are the cats that have 2 lowercase s's in their genotype, and there's 2 of them.